Let us begin with characterization in drama. This is a very important topic in literature in English. It appears in your exams every single year. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the meaning of characterization, the methods of characterization in drama, types of characters, how to analyze characters, using a sample analysis from The Lion and the Jewel, and how to answer exam questions. Take your notes. Let us go. First, what is characterization? Characterization is the process by which a writer reveals the personality of a character. Characterization makes characters seem like real people. It allows the audience to understand their motives, feelings, and actions. There are two main types of characterization. Direct characterization is when the playwright tells the audience what a character is like. For example, another character might say, "He is a kind man," or the stage directions might describe the character. Indirect characterization is when the playwright shows the audience what a character is like through their actions, words, thoughts, appearance, and how other characters respond to them. Indirect characterization is more subtle and realistic. The audience must infer what the character is like. In drama, indirect characterization is especially important. The audience cannot read the character's thoughts. The character's thoughts must be revealed through soliloquy or monologue, or they must be inferred from actions and dialogue. The playwright's primary tools for characterization are dialogue, action, stage directions, and the reactions of other characters. Now let me explain the methods of characterization in drama. The first method is dialogue. What a character says reveals their personality. A character who speaks in long, complicated sentences might be educated or arrogant. A character who speaks in short, simple sentences might be straightforward or uneducated. A character who lies reveals dishonesty. A character who speaks kindly reveals kindness. The content of the dialogue matters. The style of the dialogue also matters. The playwright chooses every word carefully. The second method is action. What a character does reveals their personality more clearly than what they say. Actions speak louder than words. A character who helps someone in need reveals kindness. A character who steals reveals dishonesty. A character who runs toward danger reveals courage. In drama, action is visible on stage. The audience sees what the character does. This is more powerful than dialogue. The third method is stage directions. Stage directions are the playwright's instructions. They describe how a character looks, moves, and speaks. For example, a stage direction might say, "He enters nervously, looking over his shoulder." This reveals that the character is afraid. Stage directions may also describe a character's age, clothing, and physical appearance. An old man dressed in rags is different from a young man dressed in fine clothes. The fourth method is soliloquy and monologue. A soliloquy is a speech by a character who is alone on stage. The character speaks their inner thoughts aloud. The audience overhears. Soliloquy reveals the character's true feelings, fears, and desires. The character cannot hide. A monologue is a long speech by a character to other characters on stage. It also reveals character, but the character may be performing. The character may not be completely honest. The fifth method is the reactions of other characters. What other characters say about a character reveals that character's personality. If other characters respect him, he is likely respectable. If other characters fear him, he is likely powerful or cruel. If other characters mock him, he is likely foolish. The reactions of other characters provide an external view of the character. Now let me explain the types of characters in drama. The protagonist is the main character. The story revolves around the protagonist. The audience usually sympathizes with the protagonist. The antagonist is the character who opposes the protagonist. The antagonist creates conflict. Not all plays have a clear antagonist. Sometimes the conflict is internal. Sometimes it is with society or nature. A round character is complex and multidimensional. They have many traits, both good and bad. They feel like real people. A flat character is simple and one-dimensional. They have only one or two traits. They are often minor characters. A dynamic character changes during the play. They learn, grow, or transform. A static character does not change. They remain the same throughout the play. Now let me analyze characterization in The Lion and the Jewel by Wole Soyinka. The play has four major characters: Baroka, Lakunle, Sidi and Siddiqui. Let me start with Baroka. Baroka is the protagonist. He is the Bale of Illusionler. He is old, but strong. He is cunning and strategic. He uses tricks to get what he wants. He pretends to be weak to lure Sidi. He is also progressive. He is building a railway. He has invented a stamp. He balances tradition and modernity. How is Baroka characterized? Through dialogue, Baroka speaks simply and directly. He does not use big words. He says what he means. His language is confident. He does not need to impress anyone. For example, when he tells Siddiqui about his plan, he is calm and clear. Through action, Baroka is strategic. He does not chase Sidi directly. He knows that would fail. Instead, he pretends to be weak. He sends Siddiqui to spread the rumor. He waits for Sidi to come to him. He then impresses her with his stamp. His actions show that he is wise and patient. Through stage directions, Baroka is described as old but vigorous. He wrestles with Siddiqui. He wins. This shows that he is not as weak as he pretends. Through soliloquy, Baroka reveals his thoughts. He tells Siddiqui that he wants to marry Sidi. He is not ashamed. He is confident. Through the reactions of other characters, Lakunle fears Baroka. He warns Sidi to stay away. Sidi dismisses Baroka as an old man, but she is wrong. The audience sees that Baroka is more than she thinks. Baroka is a round character. He has many traits. He is cunning, wise, proud, and progressive. He is dynamic. He does not change much during the play. He is more static, but he is fully realized. Now let me analyze Lakunle. Lakunle is the antagonist. He is the school teacher. He is young and educated. He embraces Western ways. He criticizes village traditions. He refuses to pay the bride price. He speaks in long, complicated sentences. He is also foolish and arrogant. How is Lakunle characterized? Through dialogue, Lakunle speaks in bombastic, exaggerated English. He uses big words incorrectly. His speeches are long and tedious. He sounds ridiculous. For example, he says, "I am a man of reason, trained in the art of letters. I reject the primitive customs of this village." His language reveals his arrogance and foolishness. Through action, Lakunle does not act. He talks. He does not pay the bride price. He does not fight Baroka. He complains. He blames others. His actions show that he is weak. Through stage directions, Lakunle is often described as agitated or frustrated. He waves his arms. He paces. He is not calm. Through the reactions of other characters, Sidi mocks Lakunle. She calls him a fool. The villagers laugh at him. Baroka ignores him. No one takes him seriously. Lakunle is a round character. He has many traits. He is educated, arrogant, foolish, weak, and idealistic. He is also static. He does not change. At the end, he is still refusing to pay the bride price. He is still complaining. Now let me analyze Sidi. Sidi is the jewel. She is the village beauty. She is vain and proud. She becomes famous when her picture appears in a magazine. She uses her beauty to get attention. She is also intelligent. She chooses Baroka over Lakunle. How is Sidi characterized? Through dialogue, Sidi speaks confidently. She teases Lakunle. She laughs at him. She says, "You are a fool, Lakunle. You want to marry me without paying the bride price." Her language shows her pride and her sense of her own value. Through action, Sidi goes to Baroka's palace to mock him. She thinks he is weak. She plans to laugh at him. This shows her courage and her vanity. When she arrives, she is impressed by Baroka's stamp. She changes her mind. She agrees to marry him. Her actions show that she is flexible. She is not stubborn. Through stage directions, Sidi is described as beautiful and proud. She carries herself with confidence. Through the reactions of other characters, Lakunle desires her. Baroka desires her. Siddiqui serves her. Everyone recognizes her beauty and her value. Sidi is a round character. She has many traits. She is vain, proud, courageous, flexible, and intelligent. She is dynamic. She changes from a proud girl to a woman who accepts her role as Baroka's wife. Now, let me analyze Siddiqui. Sadiko is Baraka's favorite wife. She is older and experienced. She is loyal to Baraka. She carries out his plan. She tricks Sidi into going to Baraka's palace. She is also a comic character. She dances and sings when she thinks Baraka is weak. She celebrates his supposed impotence. How is Sadiko characterized? Through dialogue, Sadiko speaks in a mix of English and Yoruba. She uses proverbs. She is wise. For example, she says, "A man's manhood is his pride. When it fails, he is nothing." Her language shows her understanding of men and women. Through action, Sadiko goes to Sidi and tells her the rumor. She acts as Baraka's messenger. She is loyal. She also dances the dance of the lost manhood. This is comic. It shows her joy at the thought of Baraka's weakness. Through stage directions, Sadiko is often described as laughing or dancing. She is energetic. Through the reactions of other characters, Baraka trusts her. He calls her his favorite. Sidi believes her. Sadiko is a round character. She has many traits. She is loyal, cunning, comic, wise, and energetic. She is static. She does not change. She is the same at the end as at the beginning. Now let me explain how to answer exam questions on characterization. A common exam question asks you to discuss the character of Baraka in The Lion and the Jewel. Here is a sample answer. Baraka is the protagonist of The Lion and the Jewel. He is the Baal of Illusionla. He is old but cunning. He represents tradition. He values custom. He pays the bride price. But he is also progressive. He builds a railway. He invents a stamp. He is strategic. He pretends to be weak to lure Sidi. He impresses her with his stamp. He wins her in the end. Soyinka characterizes Baraka through dialogue, action, stage directions, and the reactions of other characters. Baraka speaks simply and directly. He acts strategically. He is described as old, but vigorous. Lakunli fears him. Sidi dismisses him, but she is wrong. Baraka is a round character. He is complex and multi-dimensional. He is neither a hero nor a villain. He is a survivor. Another exam question asks you to compare Baraka and Lakunli. Here is your answer. Baraka and Lakunli are foils. They contrast with each other. Baraka is old. Lakunli is young. Baraka represents tradition. Lakunli represents modernity. Baraka is cunning. Lakunli is foolish. Baraka acts. Lakunli talks. Baraka speaks simply. Lakunli speaks bombastically. Baraka wins Sidi. Lakunli loses her. The contrast between the two characters highlights the theme of tradition versus modernity. The play suggests that cunning and wisdom are more valuable than youthful energy and education. Lakunli's education does not help him. Baraka's traditional wisdom does. The contrast also creates comedy. The audience laughs at Lakunli's foolishness. Another exam question asks you to discuss the methods of characterization in The Lion and the Jewel. Here is your answer. Soyinka uses several methods of characterization in The Lion and the Jewel. He uses dialogue to reveal character. Lakunli's bombastic language reveals his arrogance and foolishness. Baraka's simple language reveals his confidence and wisdom. He uses action to reveal character. Baraka's strategic actions reveal his cunning. Lakunli's inaction reveals his weakness. He used stage directions. Baraka is described as old, but vigorous. Sadiko is described as laughing and dancing. He uses the reactions of other characters. Sidi mocks Lakunli. She is impressed by Baraka. He uses soliloquy and monologue. Baraka reveals his plans to Sadiko. Through these methods, Soyinka creates complex, memorable characters. Here is what you need to take away. Characterization is the process of revealing character. Methods include dialogue, action, stage directions, soliloquy, monologue, and the reactions of other characters. Types of characters include protagonist, antagonist, round, flat, dynamic, and static. In The Lion and the Jewel, Baraka is the protagonist. He is round and static. Lakunli is the antagonist. He is round and static. Sidi is round and dynamic. Sadiko is round and static. Soyinka uses dialogue, action, stage directions, and reactions to characterize. Understanding characterization is essential for analyzing drama. Practice these concepts. When you have them down, move to topic 10.